Let's talk about it.
Hi, everybody.
Hi everyone, welcome to our Joyful Pathways. Here we are again, Debbie and Belle.
Hi.
Hi,
Good to
long
see
time
you.
no see in
I
person.
know, yes.
Yes, so we are happy to be here. Definitely to share this half an hour or so with all of our fans and audience who are new as well. And those who are new, welcome. And those who have joined us before, welcome back. All right, so let's go into our show. And for just before we begin, I like to clear our space, our workspace, with this bowl of water. So basically, imagine all the negative energies or anything that is mentally challenging to be, imagine them like a streams of like energy that dissolve into this bowl of water. So I have this clear bowl of water, right? Just visualize all the different bad energies. Okay, focus, 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 and then push them all dissolve into this bowl of water, right? And afterwards, we will discard this water outside the house because I have kind of called in the negative energies into this bowl of water. So we definitely don't want to keep it in the house, right? So we'll do it after the show, right? Okay. And after this, so welcome again for those who might be joining us late. Hi everyone again. All right, so in the last couple of episodes, I have introduced a little bit on Feng Shui about our environment, how the environment actually mirrors our body, the kind of different energies in our body. So I'm just going to touch more and more into it. And so, yeah, so just know that your home space, your living space, reflect in a way your well-being, right? So like I said, if your house is cluttered and not very clean, um, definitely that will bring down your energy, right? Because that's the environment we live in, the quality of the air that we breathe. So it's very important that to keep the house clutter free, dust free, keep it as tidy as possible, because that will invite and open up the space to invite new positive energies into your living space.
I'd like to ask if you can hear us clearly because we have an air conditioner on.
Oh, we
We
do.
forgot that.
It's getting a little bit hot, so Debbie has the air conditioner on. All right, so like I said, just think about it. Like, what if your living space is not just a backdrop, not like a wallpaper, on your computer. It's not there for you just to like, I'm just gonna admire it. But it's actually, serving us that kind of support, that kind of like, like a bouncer, for you to kind of like anchor on. So it's important that our space is grounding, provides that kind of supportive, positive energy around you to get going for the day, right? Okay, so like I said, in Chinese metaphysics, everything begins with the Trinity. I'm going to bring up my deck of side and show. So let me see. Oh, it disappeared. So give me some time to share my screen.
But what you were talking about, it's so important to have good vibes. We all know that when we talk about having good vibes around us and it's uplifting and it's not dark and heavy in your house.
Yep.
So to have it in order is so important. And the flow, as we've been talking about all week.
Okay, have I added it to the screen? Okay,
There
there it is. Like I said, in Chinese metaphysics, it's about the Trinity, where is the heaven, the earth, In the human, we usually said men, right? Man energy. So the heaven energy, the earth energy, and the human energy. And I'm going to just go to the next slide where.
And if you have any questions, you guys, just type it in the comments.
All right. So, do I see any comments? Oh, hi. Hi again. So yeah, so basically, like we go through time and space in cycles in the Chinese metaphysics, especially. So there are these three different layers where it constantly interact with one another. So the heaven, the earth, the man layer of energy, they interact with one another. So definitely, man refers to us, right? Our physical body in this space. So imagine these are like the three instruments, right? Musical instruments playing in an orchestra. So the bass, if they are in the same rhythm, the same beat, you will feel more aligned. But if one of the instruments is out, right, not functioning properly, then you're not getting a melody, but it becomes noise, which we will usually think that this is a negative energy, right? And then we will be, using ways to try and amend and alter so that they get in sync again and singing to the song that you want to play, right, in your life, right? What song have you thought of, right? That is your so-called your life purpose, right? Usually people say that your life purpose. What are you working towards too? So when these are all aligned, you feel very synchronized, right? Everything you do will be smooth, will be, even if it's challenging, that you will be able to find solutions for it. Okay.
It's like being in the flow.
Yep.
And I remember that I somehow dropped into that flow for about 5 years. And everything was lucky and everything was easy. And I was like, great. But we have to work at it, don't we? We do.
Yes, we do. And in Chinese metaphysics, there's this like 10-year luck cycle, the 20-year period, where we are now actually in the period 9, where it is the fire energy. But just at the beginning of it, because it actually begins in 2024 and it's going to last 20 years, so it's going to end about 2043. So that would be the bigger cycle, which is 20 years, and then the 10-year cycle, which is more like based on your Arzi chart, which you would call the destiny chart, where it's like based on your birth date, your birth hour, and it's calculated, and then they have different elements within the chart. And in Chinese metaphysics, we talk a lot about balance of the yin and yang, and also how the different 5 elements, right, which is the wood, right, the fire, the earth, the water, the metal. So how all these 5 elements like interact and counter interact with one another. Okay. So yeah, about features in the space. So just want to draw some parallel, like what each space again, just to remind everybody. So there are 5 different areas in Feng Shui that are important. So the very first one is really like the entry, like the entry of the house, because that is the mouth, right? Just imagine that that's the mouth of the house that receive in energy. So it's like, it just kind of resemble what kind of energy would come into your living space. And then of course the bedroom, which is more parallel to the resting place that you have, and the stove, which is the kitchen where you cook and where the nourishments and everything comes in. And then of course your workspace is about mental energy, the focus and everything else. And for those who live in apartments, and or if you have a house that have a second or third story that comes with a balcony, so that kind of serve as a secondary entry of the energy into your house as well. Okay. And then go to the next slide. All right, so like I said before, there is the seen portion of Feng Shui. Seen means that what we can see, right, physically. What's in your house, right? What are the furniture, the items that you display in the house? So that is the seen portion of it. And like I said, here I have picture where there's like first half is cluttered, whereas the second picture is like all clean and tidy up. So this is the scene portion of it. But of course, we do have well, I have the AB there just because I just want the audience, like those who are sharing the time with us today, is like, is it the A that you are living in right now, or the B you're living in right now, right? Or it's just a combination. Like at times, like, oh, this week I'm so tired, I'm not gonna do anything. So your house will be in a mess, it's dirty, and the floor is not clean up, and so on and so forth. Or the dishes in your kitchen are all piling up, right? Dirty and everything, and waiting for you to wash. Or it's always like B, right? Where it's clean, tidy, and it's welcoming.
I've got like the clean and one room full of everything. We just kind of put it there.
Be careful though. Be careful though.
I know. I need to do better.
Because sometimes, like when you have kept a lot of stuff, right, a lot of things cluttered in one sector of the house, you do not know whether that sector is some important sector of your life. Because for us, we have the destiny sector, our relationship sector, our career business sector, our travel sector, and so on and so forth. So if you not knowing, right, where is the different sector, right, the different
I need to find out.
You may be cluttering into a sector where you actually want changes or you want improvement
and a flow.
And yes, and you may be blocking it, unknowingly, right? Not that you purposely do it, but yeah, just in case, right? So clutter is visible, but energy is not visible though. And we all know that items that you either brought from outside or people have given you, and there's a lot of sentimental value and so on, they actually anchor some sort of energy. So those are unseen. So you physically can see the item, but around it definitely is wrapped around it with some kind of energy. So all items does have some kind of energy.
Question.
Yes.
I'm a big thrifter.
Yes.
And
I know that.
I know, and I forget sometimes to clear this stuff. And that's concerning.
Yes, that is true. I mean, like thrifters, thrifting shops, right? They have all these items, but because you don't know the history of the items. Basically, you don't know who owns it before, what happened, why this owner is giving up that item. So the best is to clean it. When I say clean, it's really to clear all the energy from these items, of the old energies that is carried from the previous owners. Right, what for whatever reason, right?
Right.
So
you can walk into a thrift store. I do, and some of you that go, you get like the creepy place, and you go, the energy does not feel good. I think I'm going to back out and go somewhere else. Or you go, or you can get some good stuff. So it really kind of varies. And I try to, kind of look at hold the item and think, okay, this is all right. I can take it in my car. Clear it when I get home.
Yeah.
So
for when you are more like aware, right, of the kind of energy, which we either see it, hear it, feel it, smell it, right? So you naturally you would be attracted to certain things, and intuitively you probably know, oh, is this items like calling for me? Is there some purpose behind it? There must be a reason, right, that you're called to buy something or own something. So I would think it is okay, but just remember to kind of like clean it.
Yeah, because I'm intuitive, so I do psychometry, so I can take items and actually get a vision of who owned it. So, if you're really sensitive, you've got, that may be a good thing, because you go, oh no, I'm not going to take that.
Right.
This feels good.
Yes. So yes, a beautiful living room, like with a mirror facing the main door, is actually not good because it repels any energy that's come into the house. or a workspace that have too many devices, electronic devices especially, and a lot of Wi-Fi routers, those are not very good because it actually raise the electronic magnetic resonance, which may not be aligned to your body energy. So those are really bad ions that is floating around that you don't want, right? Especially in your bedroom. So avoid having any computers, laptops, or TVs, such items like in your room. So it's really give yourself a very restful place for you to recover, right? All right. So, and then every drawer, when you sort out, make sure it brightens. Like whenever you have an action, right? When you're doing the clearing, in fact, like clearing the clutter, right? Folding clothes, you can actually put good energy to the things that you are doing. So you can actually quietly recite yourself. Yes, nice clothes, right? These clothes, this dress is going to make me beautiful, or give me good energy and things like that. So as
Well,
you're doing it,
I love doing laundry. I think it's a past life thing. I love it. And so I'm joyful when I'm folding towels and all that. I'm like giving love out.
yes,
I am. I love it.
true, yes. Because the things that you do, and then as you do them and you give love to them, they will just return love back to you,
Oh, that's
right?
great.
So yeah, don't see it as a chore, see it as a joyful. Because when you clean, like I said, you clean up your space and all that, you basically invite good energy if you're enjoying the work itself.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
to know.
Right. So Feng Shui is, like I said, is not just about what you see, but how you feel. Right. Feeling is really a very important aspect in manifestation, especially because that brings a lot of reinforced intention into it. Okay, so I'm going to go on to my next slide. Okay. So like I said, oh, did I move too fast? I did. Probably to the Okay, the cosmic. So the cosmic is really the heavens energy, right? Really talks about like timing, right? It cycles, like for example, new moon, right, or
Oh,
full
yeah.
moon,
Hmm.
and so on. All the eclipse, right? Especially eclipse. So because there are like additional layer of heaven's energy, right? How can we then work with this type of energy to get alignment? Right? I think it's rather interesting and important for those who are in energy works. You probably appreciate what I'm talking about.
Right. We do so many things with when, like you said, the sun, the moon, the stars.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important to our work and what we believe.
Yes, yes. And then, like I said, energy in terms of like chi, there are like currents, like flow of energy. It's invisible most of the time, you know, unless, you can see auras like some people, but otherwise it's invisible. But it doesn't mean that they are not there, right? They are always present around us, right? Okay, and let me see. Deeper dive into the unseen one. So yeah, like I said, objects does carry all the energy, it shifts, and timing does matters. Okay, let me go to the next slide. Sorry, I'm not really following my script actually. I know.
That's okay. We're real people doing our thing here.
All right. So I want to talk a little bit about the 5 A's again, which I mentioned during the last episode actually. So the awaken, the align, the alter, the activate, and the amplify. So how are we doing in these different stages, right? To bring us all aligned to the kind of energy that we all desire to have, so that our life will be smooth and joyful, right? And knowing that, where the stages are, and that's how we kind of like awaken to that level of consciousness. Because I know some of the folks that I know, they are not conscious about, the people around them, the objects around them. So they don't have this facial recognition. They are very low in terms of like being aware what's happening around them. So that is kind of like not so good, right? So every one of us tries to at least be awakened, right? Knowing that kind of energy around us, to be more conscious, to be able to feel, to hear, to smell. I would think it's important. And of course, then knowing, after we know the level of energy that we are at, then we allows us to align, right? Okay, if there's a gap, do we feel heavy? Do we feel joyful? And if we feel joyful, when was that? What was that, right? So that we have a collection of these activities, and we can just repeat it and then build on the positive energies, and then get rid of all these different energies that are not working for us. And that's where the next A comes in, which is alter. What are the solutions? How can we then bring ourselves back to alignment if they are not? And then of course activate is doing the activities, like I thought, like we're just not thinking about it, that we have to act on it, do the stuff, so that then you bring the thought, becomes action and become reality. And that's when you can continue to amplify the good energy, right, that we that we want. Yes. Yeah. And let me see. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So I think that is quite the main one, but I want to then now let's take a moment, right, to reconnect with our energy. And how do we do it? Our usual breath work, Debbie, right? So
I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes.
Some people say not to do stuff when you have your legs crossed or your arms, to kind of be open.
Oh, yeah, open. That's because first thing, like when you're doing meditation, that's where we want to say, okay, please like sit straight. That's because we want to align the chakras, right? Because we have all these chakras that is like running through the core of our body. So we want it to be straight, so that the energy can just flow from our crown to, the last chakra, like which is the root chakra, right? Or vice versa, from the earth up to our crown. So that's why you have to straighten up, because when you cross, you basically close up. But then when you open, even like with your palm up, right, open, you're receiving the energy, right, from the heavens, from the environment. So let's take a moment, reconnect. We use breath as the bridge, right, as usual, between the seen and the unseen. So between our body, our mind, and the space around us. So you may close your eyes, breathe deeply, and imagine your home as an extension, right, of your body. So with every breath, see that the stagnant energy, right, dissolving, dissolving. Visualize the light flowing in from your front door, right, spreading to every corner of your house, revitalizing your heart, your lungs, stomach, mind, and spirit. Now, your space is active, right, with all this chi that is flowing around you. So let's take our first grounding breath. Inhale deeply through the nose and recite silently. I draw in clarity and balance. And while you are reciting that silently, imagine drawing the light of heaven, cosmic energy from the above. Hold the breath gently and feel the grounding of the earth beneath your feet. And recite silently, I am centered and aligned. Now, you can then exhale, right? As you exhale, imagine that this energy that is negative get out from your body. Exhale slowly and have all this human energy, your presence, into the space, right? And recite silently as well. I let go of clutter and stagnation. Let all this stagnation and clutter go, right? And repeat this for another 2 times. Deep breath in, hold, and out. Deep breath in, hold, and out. All right. You may open your eyes if you have closed them. Bring your awareness back to your body. Notice how, the flow within your body, is it calmer, right? Feel aware of where your energy now lies, right? Are you calmer? Are you with a clearer mind? And try to achieve that harmony. Now, this breath work, usually we do it like 3 times, but if you need it to be longer, repeat it. Just kind of repeat it up to 10 times, 20 times, even, whatever times you need to, right? And bring back, all this good energy from the cosmic into your body. Right? So if this kind of like resonate with you and you find that the practice that we have been sharing is good, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Okay, and all right, I probably would do the mantra later after we share. Probably, Debbie, you want to share the collective card?
Our collective card today. I took it from the Goddess Love Oracle. So let me go ahead and can we?
Oh yeah,
we'll go back to our screen.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I think I need to put it on right here. There we go. So it's a beautiful deck, Goddess Love Oracle, and Wendy Andrew does this one. And today our collective card for everyone, hopefully there's a really deep message for someone here or everybody, is love your body. So we got that one, love your body. So beautiful card there. So it says, let your beauty radiate out. And when I saw this, I go, people need to, we were discussing for a minute about it. People need to accept their body and they need to love their body. And I think when you love your body, you're happier, you're joyful, and you take care of yourself.
When we say love your body, it comes with some action. It's not just like, I love my body and then just leave it.
Oh, yeah. I love it enough to nourish
take care of it.
Yeah.
Take care of it, because that's the temper that you have for this lifetime, right? And imagine that you're going to live in this temper for many, many years. So just like your car, you need to service it, you need to maintain it, right? So it's the same.
And
treat your body with love.
And be happy. Because that's so important to make sure that we are making ourselves happy and we're not just taking care of everybody, making everybody happy. We are getting joyful moments and
love yourself first. Love yourself first, because when you build all this love, that's when you can actually give love as well to everybody.
There you go. Right. Well, it was a good card, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was great.
Hope you guys like it.
Well, I have a crystal grid ready.
Sure.
So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
This one is Feng Shui. It has a lot to it. I'm going to do
a different layout.
Well, oops. It took the wrong camera. How did it do that? I think we could see it there.
All right.
That's good. Okay, so I'm going to go through a few things here. So let's see. So here is more in this is the north here, right? And first, let me tell you, I used a nice pink color. You can actually use a lot of different colors for this grid, but I like pink. So I decided to do that. And that's a lot of love. Goes in with that love your body. I love the pink. So as I usually do anyway, is I put a clear crystal quartz here as an anchor and to ground it. And I usually put that in the middle. And this is about balance, abundance, protection. There's a lot in this grid. So I feel like it's something that you could have out a lot and come back to it. And put your affirmation, your intention on, and use it over and over. So this amplifies our energy and our intention. So it's my boosting stone. And I want to tell you that goes in the center. So you could use different stones here. I use an emerald. And a lot of times you can substitute with green aventurine, which attracts prosperity and growth. And then we're going to go to the black tourmaline. We all know that's a good protective stone, and it grounds everything and keeps us protected from negative energy. And then rose quartz, beautiful rose quartz goes with our pink here, right? And cultivates love and emotional healing. A lot of times you use this when you're doing relationships. Okay, I have a beautiful citrine here. I happened to get into some drawers and found this giant citrine point, and it invites joy, confidence, and abundance. We kind of have a little money theme going here too. Amethyst enhances spiritual awareness and tranquility. It's about knowledge and wisdom. And beautiful tiger's eye over here encourages courage and balanced decision making. And it's about creativity. And then you can do different things with selenite. And I happen to have some pieces. So you could put them around the whole thing if you want, or you can even, if I had a bigger base here, I would be arranging them, pointing out or whatever in a circle around it. And especially if I would have had a little bit more of these. So we would, we do have these in certain places here, and but you don't have to. But if you get more into crystal grids and stuff, you can get suggestions on where to place this using a compass. So everyone should have a good compass when it comes to doing their grids. But once you make your crystal grid, you're going to want to put an affirmation or intention on it. And for this one, we can do one. And remember, we're Feng Shui here. I welcome harmony into every corner of my life. May abundance flow freely, love root deeply, and protection surround me. I align with the energy of balance, and I trust the universe to guide my path with grace. And this is really wonderful. If you want an all purpose thing, you really have it here. You have money, you have love, you have protection, you have all these great things. So always have fun with your grids. Now remember, if you had, you can use your finger and hover it here in the middle, and then you can go around and attach all of this together, right? All of this together and come back here and hold for a little bit, focusing on your intention that you're putting on it. Or if you had a crystal quartz wand, you can also use it and point to everything and put it all together. So it's a wonderful all-purpose thing. You can disassemble it if you want, or you can just come back weekly and go ahead and attach everything together energetically. Come back here, do your affirmation or your intention, and there you go. Come back, put it in a calm place. Okay, put it in a calm place in your house where you can go in, maybe be alone, meditate with it, whatever you want. Enjoy that really great energy. And if you want to, you can always add more clear quartz because that just makes it stronger and stronger. So wonderful thing to do and have in your home. And I love that. I love the crystal grids.
Yes. So Andy said that he has a crystal quartz, and just remember that crystal quartz and especially those clear ones, they are actually for clarity. So it resonates more with the crown chakra. So that would be a good quartz to use, especially if you feel that you need to think carefully or clearly. That would be a good stone for clearing brain fog.
It's always good to get one really good clear one.
Mm-hmm.
Go through, pay the extra buck or two, and get one of those. But I have a lot with fairy frost that I use for other things. So, but yeah, I love. That's got to be one of my favorites. And my Herkimer diamond. I love that a lot.
All right.
Okay, where are we at?
For mantra, I don't have it on the slide, so I'm just gonna speak to it for this week. The mantra you can use is my space reflects my vitality, and I chooses to nurture it with love. It so resonate with this card over here.
Right.
And all right, so this mantra grounds you in the idea that care for your environment is like caring for yourself, right? It shifts clutter and clearing it and from chore into sacred act of self-love. So for well-being, when you create harmony around you, stress reduces, right? Rest deepens and energy replenishes. So you can do this meditation on your own by using a candle, right, near to your front door, so that it invites clarity and also symbolize new beginnings. Place a bowl of fresh fruits in the kitchen to symbolize nourishment, and of course eat them. Don't just put them there. Yeah. So that will be my little mantra to share. And again, it is my space reflects my vitality, and I choose to nurture it with love.
Oh, that's great. That's great. We are teaching you good stuff, good energy. I love it.
I hope you guys are using it.
Yes. You can always go back to our YouTube channel and rewatch all of our things, especially if you miss it, and learn all these great things that brings wonderful energy into it, our home.
And again, share, like, and subscribe if you love our contents and what we have been sharing. We really appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Do you have a closing blessing?
Yes, I have a blessing.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. May the winds of clarity sweep through your space. May the waters of abundance nourish your dreams. May the fire of passion light your purpose. May the earth beneath you hold steady. And may the energy of Feng Shui guide you to live in harmony with all that surrounds you. You are safe, you are supported, and you are divinely aligned.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And as usual, I'm going to close the show with a song that I created. Thank you, and I'll see you guys.
You're so talented. You're so talented.
Next week.
Listen to the song.
All right.
In the stillness of your room, your heart begins to see. Every corner, every hue holds the pulse of your energy. Your space is the mirror